Hello, hello, and welcome back, everyone, to the old Hypermine server. That is sticky keys. Let's disable that so it doesn't happen again. Hello, welcome back to Hypermine. We're here in Prisma Inc. again, doing some more work. So last time we did a bit of work on this, the lovely auto crafter. My keyboard is acting a bit weird. Anyway, yeah, we've been working on this. I've done a bit of tidying up and moving things around. I did realize there was an issue. I can't have a block above here. Oh, sorry, in front of here. I can't have a block here. Because if that gets powered, it powers this and basically makes it spam. So I've had to take out that block, which meant I had to rearrange a few things. You can see I've put these pots on the front of these just to clear that up. And with those moved out of the way, I mean I had to just change a little bit here. But yeah, I can't have a full block here. I might be able to put a stair there or something like that, but for now this seems to be a good alternative. Now this has been running for like maybe an hour, another hour or two. Now you can see it is actually crafting things. You can hear things still flying down into there. Getting quite a few of this. The main one that I can prove that this is working is that the Dark Prismarine is actually getting backed up. You know, see, we got 64 and 55. Once this gets fully backed up, it should stop filling this one and start going down here instead. With the hopeful goal that we should eventually just let things flow down. Like they get backed up in these hoppers, but then should just flow on down when they do. But yeah, we can see the items are coming in. One fish getting straight into the incinerator. So yeah, I just had to do a little bit of tidying up on the little fiddly bits of redstone that I'd noticed. But this is now working. My throat is not great tonight. Trying to drink some fruit tea to keep it good, but we'll see how long we actually go. Cause, yeah, I don't really trust my voice too much tonight. I've got the floor in for most of this floor. It goes all the way around there and most of the way around on the other side. We're not quite there yet. I need to get some more pale oak. My keyboard, I think, is also dying, which is not a good sign. Yeah, we got up to there, and yeah, I'm holding W, and I think it will probably do the same. Just because it's just the world's telling me that. Yeah, I'm still holding W. The world's just telling me to not stream tonight, apparently. But yeah, we got the water columns built in for our elevators. Just tuck down the side here. And a zombie got in. A zombie got in and turned 2 of my villagers. Which, you know, I'm not actually complaining too much about. Because it now means I can make their trades cheaper. Wow, my keyboard is really struggling today. Let me just really quickly re-plug it in. If that helps. Let me see if that does anything. Ow. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. So yeah, I've just been working on grinding some materials and getting bits and pieces set up. I want to today go past these guys who didn't hit me in the face and work on this today, this sort of transport pipe that we have that's sending our guardians up and down and then the items back up as well. So I've got a bunch of materials to try. Oh yeah. Well done on your 3-day streak, free stream streak. Yeah, I got a bunch of materials I want to try to see how I can make this look. We got a few different mixed things going on and some scaffolding just for going up and down. I'm going to try and use a similar colour scheme to the bridge over here because I've realised I've not used too much copper on this yet. Obviously we've got the big builds up either side, like these big walls with the light coming up them and the warped wood on either side, but not too much copper, so I want to bring a bit of that over here. And did I not make any? I didn't make any stairs. One thing I was missing. Let's go get some of that. Annoyingly, my chatbot hasn't picked up chat, which is weird. What can you do? So let's do this. And Fireside kindly came and dropped off a bunch more deep state for me because I keep running out. So much for this build. But that's right, we got some stairs. Let's go try out some designs. Some different block palettes and things like that. So I want to see the items going up. That's important. I need glass to be exposed. So what I'm thinking is I've got like a few connecting blocks I can use. I've also got some more warped here and even some skulk. So yeah, we've got some different things I want to try. So around here, we probably want full blocks like this because we're just connecting to the base of the monument. Then we want this to be exposed and these to be exposed so that we can put something here. So we might do something like this, bring it in one. So, and then we can change this one at either end to be a corner stair. Yeah, I don't know what my plan is here. I'm just going to be messing around and experimenting. Now I need to figure out what will go here. It might have to be just a full block. So that gives us a bit of structure at the bottom. I also have some sea lanterns. And I think I can replace bits of this glass. So for example, say I put, let's see. If we go like this, go up, we could put my offhand sea lantern there. Something like that. There's a little upwards thing. Okay, not too big a fan of that. But yeah, the reason I have this in my offhand is so I can try this. Now I hope items should still go up. I don't think it needs to be glass. Yeah, okay, items still go up, it just needs to be a solid block there. So, how does that work? So I can block the corners off, so let's grab that. I think the wall will look better. Why is everything being so weird? Something like this, maybe? Not too sure on that one. Not really feeling this. I do like having the sea lanterns in there, but I don't know if I want them like that. What I might do, sea lantern, is get that in my offhand, pick that, put the glass back in, and behind the stair put the sea lantern. That way I can have some light. Same on this side, because I feel like that is a given. Where we can get some this lit up at the base with a bit of hidden lighting. It's nice. Hello. Can I help you? Ow, then my shield. Get in the hole. Only this area is a little too dark. Up. Okay, so we've got that little bit of hidden lighting. That's nice, and I'll probably do something up around there where I'm going to join this onto the main structure. So, okay, I'm not liking this. maybe for here, better. So, like that. Not a massive fan of that either. Ooh, it's tricky. Let's see what other blocks we've got to work with. We got some skulk and we got some warped stems. These might be good to use on the sides. Although I want you to be able to see up from this side as well. If anything, the only two deadish sides are this side and this side. You're not going to see items going up from those sides, only from really here. So what if I have a munch on some carrots and replace some of these with warped? Okay, yeah, I think that's going to look nice. So if I do the same on this side, we're trying to replace the box quickly so stuff like that doesn't happen. Because then what I can do is I can do things like a layer of these where you can still see through. Then we can go and form an almost sort of circle with this. If we use trapdoors as well, which I already have on me. I have the trapdoors going up the sides. Wow, what is going on? It's just a bit buggy. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think having the warped wood there is going to help. Do I want to keep this is the question, or do I want to do something else with this? I could just do like little random things like this to give it a bit more shape. Okay, we're getting somewhere with this. Now, do I want to put some trapdoors on the front of this? So you can still see the items going up it. You just see them broken up a bit. It also hides the glass texture, at least from the front, and makes it a little more like a pipe. Like you can still see it there. But having these going up, how does that look if I do it for a larger portion? Because from a distance you lose the glass on that bit then? Okay. You do lose some of the... You can see them moving. You just can't see it as clearly, so I don't know if that's a... or a con. Okay, we'll leave those on for now. I don't like this bit. But this isn't working. I think having this lip here does. Maybe changing it to just do like this. Does. Maybe even just put in pushing it back like this. That kind of works. I think that looks better. Because then if we're running the Blackstone up and... sorry, not that's the Deep Slate up and the other bits, then what if we change these to be lightning rods instead? Not there. Okay, I think the lightning rods will look better, and I've made a face. Oops. So yeah, I think that's probably a nicer way of doing it. So that's the middle, and then I need to do something on this outside bit. Because I don't like this. But we need something like this again. Going up the side. Now, I don't want it completely solid. I'm wondering, do double there. Do same again. It looks a bit weird having glass on one side and the warped on the other side. I do think I want to replace all that side with warped wood, but I need to figure out what I'm doing on the outer side. I might have to go asymmetrical, where instead of making these thinner, we get them thicker at places. So what were the other block palettes we've got to choose? We've got waxed oxidized copper. So if we start at the bottom with that instead. And then we have... What if I did skulk trapdoors on it? Try something crazy. Now that's probably not going to work because then we've got double trapdoors here. That's probably going to be too chunky. Yeah, that's too chunky and flat at that stage. Let's take all that out. Skulk. Now, having the skulk here might be quite nice. Actually, I think having it at the back will look quite good as well. Because then you'll see it through here. Now, how do items look going up that? Ooh, that's nice there. I think they're kind of clearer. You get some good contrast there going up. I mean, let's have a look with shaders on as well. Oh, it's bright light. Just there. We'll wait for a second for some items to come out. They come out the other side. Come out this side. There we go. Yeah, we got some good movement. Okay, I like having that. I like having the skulk behind, and then these can be trapdoors as the pipe. And then I just got to figure out how to fill this bit with blocks that are full but not too full. I mean, just do walls all the way up? Does that work? It might work with just walls all the way up. I'm just worried it's going to be a bit flat. So if I just break it up every few with another copper grate piece, might work. And I think, yeah, keeping this bit pretty open and exposed is going to be nice as well. I do think I'm going to run these all the way along this edge. I think that's going to look quite nice having that sort of attached. Yeah, hello. That looks quite nice to me. Okay. We're getting somewhere. So let's do the skulk over on this side as well. And I think I need to go one lower with them. There we go. Yeah, I do like that little contrast with the skulkling. You see more clearly what's going up the things. And I think I will leave these as clear glass, because when they've got the trapdoor over it, you don't really see the glass texture. You just see items as if they're getting pneumatically sucked up or pushed up a pipe. I think I'll leave those as they are. Yeah, cool. Liking that. Right, this is the troubling corner though. So what if we did 1, 2, 3, or 5, actually that's a perfect amount. And then popped another one of those on top. I think that should give it enough variation where it's not too chunky. I think, actually, would it actually be nicer to get rid of those as well? Just do it all the way up. I think that would actually look better. And actually, what I can do with that is I can bring over something from over there. I can bring over the sort of double copper rods into end rods in the middle. And having that as a like dividing line might look quite good. I don't think I got any end rods up here. No. Let's go grab some. Because I reckon that will look quite nice. Let's go get some end rods. There they are. Put those on the bar. Pop those on the bar. Back up we go. And part of me is starting to regret putting my storage system so far down now. Now I have to keep going up and down. I actually might want to reverse. Yeah, if we then go out from you, we'll be going that high. Pop you there. You between the. Oop. Yeah, there it is. And that will work. Don't over-engineer it. Just do that. That way we get a bit of our warps in there, just tucked in. We've got a lot of copper going on. We have, you can still see the items going up. From here you can also see things moving. Now I'm going to have to cover this a bit more on the sides, I think. Because I'm not really going to want to see the skulk, so I might have to do like a 2 wide wall here. But it doesn't need to be symmetrical at the back because I don't have any items going up here, and I've been thinking about it. I'm probably not going to add items coming up here. It's probably just going to be item chute at the front for now, because if I do a squid farm, it's going to have to be either inside the building, so it's above this layer, which means it's pointless to send items down to send them back up. And gets a bit messy with lag and that, so. Or I can't build a squid farm because squids can only spawn below, which I still need to check. But I think we've got a good design there. I do think I need something else in front of the glass every now and again. So like here, I feel having this going all the way up is going to be too much. So actually, instead of the glass, sorry, instead of replacing the trapdoor, what if I replace the glass with, we're upside down, let's try from this way. Something like that. A solid block. No, I do think it needs to be something different. What about, would a warped shelf work? Bit of an odd one. But I'm wondering if a warped shelf would work. I need something that's like thicker than a trapdoor, or at least it comes out further, but isn't a full block. So I'm just seeing if I've got anything like that in my. You should. Yeah, that's glass. Now we've got warped stuff over here. We do have a warped shelf, which might work. So let's go give it a test. Just to differentiate the textures a bit. I should also put the glass back here. Oop. Ooh. Yeah, I think that works. It is a slightly different hue, but I think it also just helps it look bigger. I mean, it is bigger up close. I could do like some weird things with it as well, where I could put. Just an example, some items into it as well, just to give it even more texture from a distance. Okay, cool. I think that's going to be quite nice. I've got quite a bit of warped wood already stripped from how my warped farm works, which isn't great. I don't really like the fact it's stripped, but I need a lot of the unstripped version. But yeah, I think that's the front layout down. However, I think I am going to have to call it early because my mouse is acting weird, my keyboard's acting weird. I feel like I got a bit of a cough coming on. So I do think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it a shorter one today. But I did at least get what I wanted to get planned today done, which was getting this all figured out, what the design I want to do for it is. Now I can work on just making sure I have all the resources to actually build it all. Which the main thing right now seems to be that I need to go get stripped warped oak so I can make some shelves. But yeah, short one today. Sorry about that, but hopefully we'll be back next week, Tuesday, do some more stuff on my Hypermine. So yeah, take care. Have a good evening. I'm gonna bounce in the air for a bit, and we'll see you later. Doodles.